Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Roommates. So we've got our new schedule picked out. Not doing any more schoolwork. We can just retire for the rest of the year. Doesn't matter for us. And yeah, a lot of sleeping. I don't think it really matters too much. We just have to get spontaneous and active up to an accumulative 600 points between the two of them. So, ooh, we got an event with Rakesh. So, yeah, we'll play it out. We're gonna have plenty of time. Come on, Max. I want to see this. Or I want you to see this. I'm coming. I chuckle as we move through the trees. Rakesh just looks so excited. I guess it's rubbing off. Rakesh had to come to get to me almost the second I'd left class. It was about time for lunch though, so I had an hour or so. He led me to the park without saying much else, just that he was happy I was free for a bit. Finally we hit a clearing, and I watched him spread his arms very theatrically. On the ground is a rather elaborate and incredibly put together picnic lunch. Holy cow, you set all this up? Well, I may have purchased a few of the things in the basket, but otherwise... Oh, crap. I wish you'd told me, Rakesh. I already made plans for lunch to study with Anne. Rakesh's face falls terribly. I really feel bad, but this was such a surprise. I understand, Max. I'm so sorry. Really? It's okay. Go on. I do not wish to interrupt your plans. I just wanted your opinion on the setup anyway. Oh, in that case, bro, it's great. You're sure to impress. I wave goodbye as I make my way back to the campus. Rakesh seems pleased at my praise. Alright, that was easy. We didn't even have an event with Anne anyway. What's the deal with that?
And we weren't studying.
No, didn't actually do that either. What's the difference? So, I don't know if you guys have noticed, and you know what, I can't notice either because I have to say this whole playthrough we haven't really been playing with the audio from the game. But one of the songs in this game, when I was listening to this in editing, it sounds a lot like Glycerine by Bush. Does it? Have you ever heard that? There's like one song which is like very laid back.
I don't know, I'm not listening to
it. Reminds
music,
me of it.
So
yeah, neither of us are listening to it, I just said that. Yeah, we haven't listened to most of this playthrough, but when I listen to it when editing the videos, I do notice that. It's probably not playing now because I have no idea what's playing, but there's one song, and you guys probably know what it is if you ever heard that song by Bush, but back to the game. That's just a random aside.
Okay. What? You better not have said what I think you just said.
I was trying to get an early night, but Isabella's screaming sat me awake. Uh-oh, who's this about? Hopefully Chad. Last I remembered, she was supposed to be hanging out with Chad tonight. I guess their date went pretty well. Sounds it. Maybe we all got lucky and Chad finally did something stupid enough to get kicked to the curb. A quick look at my clock shows it's pretty late. I wonder if I should see what's going on. Isabella's calmed down a bit, so I can't really make out what they're saying from here. Shall we eavesdrop?
Yes.
Let's do it. I'd love to pretend I think Isabella might need my help, but I know damn well and good that she can take care of herself. Really, I just want to know what's going on. I sneak down the hallway quietly, noticing that Isabella's door is still open. I guess they hadn't gotten too far.
No, it's obvious you don't understand, you worthless sack of crap.
Oh, it's on. Look, babe, you're the one who wants to talk about being all bi and shit. I figured you want.
No, what you figured is you could live out every stupid male's classic frickin' sex fantasy and I just go along with it. What's the other thing I'm always telling you, when I'm done being all bi and shit?
Shit? That you're
That I'm monogamous. I'm not some party girl to bring some damn frat house gangbang.
Is her? You know those don't exist.
I don't care, you freaking clod. Just get out. Get the hell out.
Can't stop making that grip. Come on. Look, maybe you weren't ready for it. And I'm sorry that... I don't think they can see me when I peek around the corner. But apparently Chad sees the same expression I do. He shuts up almost mid-sentence. I don't think I'd ever seen Isabella look so furious. When she does talk again, it's almost in whispers.
What part of get out was lost on you?
I pull back from the door just in time for Chad to come brushing past me. Not one freaking word, dweeb. Not one word. Loser.
That was a word.
I know. As I hear the front door slam, I find myself unsure of what to do. Now, whether I should go to Isabella or let her have her privacy. Oh.
It's okay, Max. I heard him talking to you. Just come in here.
Wait, so you automatically think when he says dweeb, he means us?
Obviously.
Her voice is muffled and strained when she calls out to me. As I enter the room, I can see it's because she's face down in her pillow.
Close the door, would you?
I close the door behind me as I head over and sit on the bed near Isabella's feet. She's upset about him? I thought she didn't even care about him, really. Well, whatever.
So, how much did you hear?
Enough, I suppose. I woke up when you shrieked at him. Could have woken the dead, but... Isabella? Did he cheat on you? Or try to cheat on you?
No, that I was expecting. He's a football star. He can get as much play as he wants.
Oh.
Really? He's hideous. I guess that's really the problem. He wanted to eat his cake and have it too. He told me he'd asked another woman to go out with us.
Well, they actually phrased it the correct way. You almost never see that done.
What?
Eat his cake and have it too.
Yeah, you never see that.
I remember because I was watching that Harlan Ellison video. Remember when he was complaining about that?
Yeah.
He's like people always say this expression wrong. It's eat your cake and have it too. The other way doesn't make sense.
No.
Of course you can have your cake and then eat it. He has this funny videos. They're like from like the Sci-Fi Channel back in the 90s. Isabella makes sarcastic air quotes around us. I'm guessing he didn't exactly ask her about her opinion first. Wow. That's some balls on that dude, that's for sure. Unbelievable.
Oh, please. Like the idea's not running through your head right now. Friggin' boys.
Wow, that's not overly judgmental at all. Well, sure. Now that she said it. Not before, though. Not that I'll admit it to her, anyway. Actually, not really. Sorry to break it to you, but you're probably just about as much woman as I could handle. And Isabella grins at me.
Probably a little too much for you.
What the hell? No, it really is unbelievable. It's, well, like you said, frickin' boys. Boys, man, you get it?
Look at you pretending to be mature.
He's always so mature. Suggest that you would make a better boyfriend or offer to stay with her tonight.
Uh-oh.
Which option would you prefer?
I don't know. Does she want... I mean, like, I feel like Max would offer to stay with her tonight. But would she prefer a boyfriend right now to then just a tonight thing? I don't know what her mood is right now.
I have to say, from reading this, I think the first option is just kind of whiny sounding, like, I could be a better boyfriend than him.
Oh,
you know?
Really?
It sounds that way to me.
Okay.
Or offer to stay with her is like, oh, all right, I'll stay here with you and, hang out with you.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary to stay here and have sex.
Okay.
Maybe? I don't know, we'll see. Hey, look, I don't want to seem creepy, but look, do you need some company for a bit? That seemed pretty rough. Though I do see how this thing could be open up for interpretation, and you might think, oh, staying the night, that means sex, but in this case it doesn't actually. One of those things in games where you assume different things based on the situation, it can be confusing, I'll admit. I can go grab some snacks or something, just, hang out. Isabella sighs and chuckles bitterly. Bitter.
It's not my first breakup, and it's certainly not my first breakup because some idiot misunderstood who I am.
Huh.
No, it's sweet of you to offer, but I'll be fine. You should get some sleep. Sorry that asshole woke you up.
I don't know, I'm still not sure how she feels about him. I thought she didn't care about Chad very much. But then she's like, oh,
I guess
she's
it's
kind
like
of...
on her honor. She's just pissed, and that people witnessed it. I guess she's just
I
like,
don't
ashamed.
know. It's kind of odd.
I don't know.
I refrain from mentioning whose scream woke me up while I wave and head out of the room. Isabella's head sinks back on the pillow, and I hurry out before I can see something she doesn't want me to. She's crying over him. Huh. I don't know. Go figure. I head back to my own room and try to get back to sleep. Hopefully Isabella will be okay. I'm sure she'll move on.
We had
Life goes on.
100% with her, and she still didn't let us hang out.
Oh well, I don't think that's something that's actually based on points at all. Well, obviously we have 100, so... Oh look, it was Chad. Saying how he wants to do some stuff in tandem with him. I don't think so, man. It's funny, I think he'd be more bitter than that. I have a computer more powerful than the Moonlander in my pocket. I'll pay top dollar for a color that screams future. I need telemagenta. Alright,
Okay.
if you say so. Everyone's covered in green today. Heck, everything is, except me. But that's okay.
Is it Saint? Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love St. Patty's Day. If you're gonna make up a holiday for getting drunk is about as good as it gets. But, you know the old rules. If you're not wearing green, you get a pinch. And nothing invites the ladies to get a little touchy-feely like an excuse to give a cute stud a pinch.
I've never heard that.
Oh, Max. No, I've heard it before, but because of this game mostly.
Well, I guess I heard it before the first time I played.
I've already gotten a few cute co-eds eager to give me a pinch to the non-believer. Non-believer. Shun the non-believer. Shun. What was that from?
Was that Charlie the Unicorn?
It was like an ancient thing, if that's what it was.
I'm pretty
That's from
sure it
so long
was.
ago. I just remember that. That's
like
what it reminded me of.
2006 or something.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. We're old.
At any rate, I'm sure the folks at Latin House are planning some kind of big blowout bash. Regardless of Dominic's desires, of course. No one listens to him anyway. I've been in my room for the last few hours wondering if I want to try to sneak out before it gets started. Why would he sneak out? I mean, sure, I guess we'll play the event, because what else are we going to do? I could probably find a party way hotter than what Douchnik would let us throw. But nah, it's always better to get drunk with friends. I'm sure we can drink Dominic under a table, and then we could have some real fun. I spend the next hour or so going through my special hidden stash. Hopefully you've got some green food coloring or something. If I'm not heading out to the wild parties, I may as well make the wild party here. As wild as possible. Wild. Even wilder. When I hear the knock on my door, I'm ready for whatever the night holds. And Rakesh, the wild man himself, is here. Hey Max, Isabella says she's got a whole slew of games for us tonight, so you should get your ass in gear before I drink all the good booze. Given how mopey Isabella's been since the breakup with Chad, I'm surprised she's this invested in St. Patrick's Day. Maybe she's just using the party as an excuse to get over her ex-boyfriend. Of course that's what it is. I follow Rakesh down the stairs where I see the crew has been busy. There are cards laid out, green beer, and some kind of green punch in a giant bowl. So, what's the proof on that punch, Isabella?
It'll put hair on your chest, then knock those hairs out and grow all new, stronger super hairs.
Oh, that's just what we need, super hairs that you can't get out. Sounds like my kind of drink. I reach up a hand and high-five Isabella while going to get a glass of punch. Just for good measure, I slip a bit of the concoction I was working on earlier in my room. In there. Wait, what concoction? Max? I can see Anne eyeing me from across the room. I give her a wink and she just shakes her head. Okay,
Max.
that's not odd at all. One sip later and I swear my vision went blurry for a second. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. So where's Dominic? I'm surprised he let you get away with all this. Isabella just grins and points over to the study nook. Sitting there, tied at the wrists and ankles, wearing a blindfold and gag is Dominic. Hanging around his neck is a sign that simply says, "Kiss me, I'm Irish." I can almost see his frown deepen as he hears me guffawing at his predicament. Guffaw?
No, this is perfect, see? This way he has plausible deniability if anyone finds out about the party. Not his fault, he was tied up. By desperados.
Ah, so Dominic likes being tied up like that. That's his thing, huh? Everyone laughs at that. Well, everyone except for Dominic.
Enough of this small talk. Tonight, we test the luck of the Irish.
Wait, which one of us is Irish?
Quiet, you. First, pin the shamrock on the leprechaun.
The alcohol starts flowing early and freely. And I take all that I can get. I don't know how we did it, but somehow between Isabella's punch and my own concoction, we've made some of the tastiest liquor I've ever had.
Yeah.
Luckily, Isabella's games begin to take progressively less skill, and progressively more drinking. Ooh. We play a bunch of different silly party games with drunken penalties. Isabella even got her hands on a snake-shaped piñata.
Is it a snake?
Is it a snake? I hope it is and not something else. When we finally managed to drunkenly beat it open, it was full of jello shots in little plastic cups. Turns out Rakesh had actually made it special.
But how would those not just like...
Hey, don't question it. It's a magical party.
Okay.
We have leprechauns on our side. Finally, after a while, we're all sitting on the floor in the study nook. Dominic continued struggling to get out of his bindings as we started playing a simple game of truth or dare. Okay. I choose Sally.
Okay. Dare.
Ho ho! You should let out the loudest belch that you can.
What? That's gross, Rakesh.
Ha! Too bad you have chosen to be daring. Sally takes a drink of the punch, weaving in place a little bit, before taking a deep breath and letting out the smallest burp any of us could have heard.
Bip.
Everyone laughs as Sally turns bright red. Ah ha ha ha.
I can't just burp on command. Shut up. Whatever. It's my turn now. So shut up.
Look at his face. Sally turns towards me with a wicked look in her eyes.
Okay, Max. Truth or dare?
So we either choose dare or neither. Do we choose to be daring?
I guess.
Let's be daring.
Okay.
Oh man.
I dare you to show us your ass.
Wow, Sally, we're not even together this time.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, hell yeah. It's a full moon tonight.
Isabella's excited anyway. Anne covers her eyes as I sigh and turn around. I know she's peeking through her fingers though. Oh, Anne, how could you?
Oh no.
How could you? I lower my pants to the cat calls and cheers of my roommates. Maybe I milk it a little bit, but I've always been the type to put on a show. Finally, I put my pants back up to boos and jeers. Happy?
Alright, nice one, Max.
Nice one.
Your turn now.
Finally? Okay. I choose Isabella. We continue around the circle like that for a while. We don't get to see it. That's rude. I wanted to see what he would dare her to do. Or ask her if he could have asked her or something. Okay. In the morning, I wake up in my own bed, feeling like death is trying out a new drum solo behind my sinuses. That sounds like fun. I can only vaguely remember making my way back upstairs, but everything feels fuzzy. I head downstairs towards the kitchen for a bit of water, only to find everyone else standing at the bottom of the stairs. I go down to them and look in the same direction, and then my jaw hits the floor. Oh, don't tell me we never... You've gotta be kidding me. Sitting in a chair, in the study, silently fuming, Dominic waits to be untied. Not it. Luckily, when it was all over, Rakesh lost the rock, paper, scissors contest. The rest of us were well on our way to Isabella's cafe for some morning coffee before Dominic finally got set free.
Wow.
Before the beast was loose. Oh my. Such good times. And we're back at the park with Rakesh. Wow. Yes, that's why I need your help, Max. I cannot paint all these flowers by myself in one night. I already told you I had plans for tonight though, right? You'd have to skip out on Anne again. Again?
Wow,
Really?
Jeez, Max.
How many times? You probably shouldn't be painting those flowers at all, you know? They're in a park, Rakesh. Isn't that illegal? I am nearly certainly positive that it would be viewed as a public service. Unfortunately, I really do have to meet with Anne tonight. We have to put the last touches on our final essay soon. Rakesh sighs and puts on a small domino mask. Well, I suppose it cannot be helped then. That boy is going to get into some serious trouble. I can tell you that much. Still, I don't know if it's worth missing tonight's session with Anne.
Does he work for the Queen of Hearts?
Maybe? Is that what he's doing?
That's what it seems like.
Well, let's play the event. We'll see what happens. Godspeed, you ridiculous man. Oh wait, we don't see it?
Oh.
Oh, I thought we were actually gonna oh, whatever. I have to put Rakesh out of my head for now. Anne is coming over. Alright.
Oh, okay.
That was misleading too, another thing. I've actually been trying to put together my half of the opinions for our essay. It has not been going well. I can tell you that much. Hopefully Anne has been doing a better job of these things. I almost feel bad about it. Just as I'm thinking about going upstairs to knock on Anne's door, I hear a knock coming from the front door. Who could this be? Oh, what a welcomed guest.
Uh-oh.
I just open it a crack to see Roxanne standing on a front door stoop, looking slightly put out like she always does, just that constant face. Hi, Roxanne. Good to see you and that smiling face of yours. What brings you here?
I was told that this is where Dominic the TA lives. I missed an
Dominic the
assignment
TA.
and he was supposed to provide me with a replacement.
That's Sir Dominic the TA. Oh yeah, this is the place, alright. He's our RA too. Hang on, I'll get him for you. I walk away from the open door, gesturing towards the couch for Roxanne to take a seat. Hey, douchenik, you got a pretty redhead up front asking for your phone number. I watch Roxanne's face for a reaction, but other than rolling her eyes, she doesn't give me anything. Huh. She's back to ignoring me, as usual, like most people do. I head back over to the kitchen table where my notes are spread out. Figure I'll let Roxanne clear out before I call Anne down. She's following us around.
You're quite spread out. Which class is that for?
She always has that mildly disapproving tone. But I guess now I'm good enough to talk to at least. Professor tasks. Anne and I were gonna finish up our prep tonight. Is that all I should expect out of her? Maybe now it's my turn to carry this conversation. So, did you ever get a good partner or something?
Yes, my partner and I are doing quite well, thank you. I have no doubt we will pass with flying colors.
You're assuming your partner won't go behind your back on you.
As long as we are here, I simply must ask, why wouldn't you have chosen me as your study partner?
Wait, really? Has it honestly been bothering you?
I would not say it has been bothering me. I simply am
her.
curious. I'm clearly superior to Anne in academics. What could your reasoning be?
You really think you're a better bookworm than Anne? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Unfortunately, I do. But yes, I think I can academically outperform Anne. Listen, I am not saying I am unaware of myself. I realize I'm not the easiest person to get to know. But none of that should matter when working on a project like this. This is a test of pure scholastic quality, and in that I'm incredibly well versed.
Let me have to trust you too. And you kind of seem like a bit of a sneak back there. Just saying.
What drove you to choose Anne? What made them the clear choice? Them.
Well, I guess I feel like that you can bring out the best in me.
Those are such a lame answer.
Honestly, Roxanne, Anne's my friend. I think we mentioned last time too, Roxanne and Anne, kind of silly.
Yeah.
Anne's my friend. If I've got any talent at all for this schoolwork crap, I feel like she's gonna be the one to find that. She kind of has to. I mean, if she doesn't bring out my best, we're both going down in flames, right? I have faith that she'll pull us through, and I might even be a better student for it when we're all done.
That is an interesting point of view. More importantly, the point is that I am Max's partner. Damn.
Wow. You tell her, girl. I look over towards the stairs in surprise. Dominic and Anne are coming down the stairs, both with a bunch of papers in hand. Evening, Roxanne. Here's the assignment. Do you need me to go over anything with you?
Yes, there are a few things I need clarification on. We should go somewhere quieter so as not to disturb these two.
These two. Anne and Roxanne glare at each other for a few moments. They have some history. Well, Anne glares and Roxanne just stares in that icy way she does. Roxanne and Dominic head back upstairs looking over the assignment he'd given her. Did you hear us?
Only a bit, really. Don't worry about it.
Finally, with all the distracting people out of the way, it's time for Anne and I to get down to business. Wasn't she the only distracting one? I mean, Dominic wasn't there for most of it. But yeah, whatever you say, Max. Whatever you say. Alright, so things are looking pretty good. 269 spontaneous, actives 190. We'll get there. Money's going up too. So for the next week, I don't know. I don't think I need to adjust anything. I just think we'll let this go for a bit. And if we get closer to the end of the game and have to make adjustments, then we will.
Okay.
But for now, everything's looking good. And I guess I'll see you all in the next part. Until then, guys, thanks for watching, and take care.
Bye.